Taurus, your June 2025 energy begins with not just your ruler Venus, but also now Saturn and Neptune, along with Chiron, in the 12th house. The 12th house is where we can think about things very, very deeply, whether it's about how you earn a living, whether it's about how you use the resources you've got, whether it's about your connections to others. Through to the end of August, I do feel that contemplation you go through can be enormously valuable, but it could make you a little bit choosier about who you spend time with, because initially as you go into this month, and particularly if you have been working on the foundations of your life with the help of the buoyant energies of Jupiter over the last year, if you had to really work at it because of the resistance that Saturn has created in your sector of high hopes, you may actually start to get evidence of things shaping up in a much more tangible way. And with Venus returning back to your sign on the 6th, it creates a completely different dimension. Some kind of breakthrough can occur, and then by the 9th, you can feel more outgoing. Yes, Saturn and Neptune are still going to just be asking you to, when you have conversations, just be more conscious about where people may be coming from. But you are going to have some sunny conversations over the next year, and even through to the end of this month. But if there is a conversation that you do need to have about a shared financial matter, about an investment, about how to use your resources, the full moon of the 11th is one which asks you to make sure whatever decisions you make are not just right for the short term, they're right for the long term, which may sound really quite obvious. But it's because the North Node, the point of destiny, the direction of travel, is in a very sensitive sign, which can be quite dissolving. It's possible that the energy of Saturn and Neptune in your 12th house could see you do something that gives you an instant benefit, but actually it might be better to stick something out, because that would be the better thing to do for the longer term. Year 2025 is absolutely speeding by, and back by popular demand is my very unique personal horoscope offer. You can order your year 2026 forecast now, but also get the rest of year 2025 free. Also, my special package, which is totally unique to each person it's produced for, you'll get your life roadmap report. This is the most important document any of us can ever read, because this helps to give us searing insights into the patterns that are played out in our lives so far, but importantly, how to work with that energy future forwards in a much more effective way. The forecast helps you to time your moves to the best advantage. Please see the link below for more. On the 17th of this month, you're really going to start to feel a lot stronger. Not only is the pace of life picking up in terms of communications, Mars gives you more physical appetite. In fact, you could find yourself feeling quite playful and sociable. The 21st, the summer solstice, again, more connection and communication. Jupiter and the Sun coming together on the 24th, the new moon on the 25th. Your bright and breezy persona can draw good things to you. What's not to like? Well, it could be a little bit of a lack of your own inner confidence, because if there is something from your past that's a bit unresolved, then Saturn and Neptune are going to emphasize that through to the end of August, in the case of Saturn in particular. And if you actually allow yourself to be in touch with some of your vulnerabilities and actually own them, but also be more conscious of who you open up and share information to, and perhaps just be aware of the quality of some of your connections, you can, with the right people, actually have some really uplifting chats and exchanges towards the end of this month, which can be really good for your soul. So I feel that this month goes like this. Some of the striving that's gone on over the last year, if you've really kept going even when it hasn't gone quite as quickly as you would like, a breakthrough is possible around the 8th. Then you're going to receive some communication which will lift you. There is the chance to converse over a financial matter and get things onto a better footing, but I would think long term rather than taking perhaps the easiest option, but it might not be the best one. And then with the summer solstice, the sun returning to Cancer, the energy of the sun and Jupiter blended together, as long as you're allowing some of your own inner doubts, don't push them away, make them part of you, bring them into you. And if there is someone who's a trusted confidant you can open up to, that person can give you some very valuable viewpoints and different angles on how they see your situation. But I think you could, in some ways, start to separate from some people who may have in the past been a closer part of your community, because I think you're actually looking for a connection to people who have some kind of meaningfulness about them. Maybe it's to do with their ideas, their interests. Just deeper people really are calling out to you by the end of this month, Taurus.